If you are a first-time home buyer and just started looking, or if you're a home buyer and you purchased a home 5, 6, 7 years ago, or even 3 years ago and looking for another home, this may be the right video for you to watch, as the home buying process, the home buying technique, the home buying environment has totally changed in the last 2 or 3 years. I'm going to give you 3 secrets or 3 pointers in what you can do to find the house that you want and buy the house that you want to buy in time. So let's visit that right now. Before I do that, I wanted to introduce myself. If you're coming here for the first time to my channel or to this video, my name is Mike Patel from First Team Real Estate, and I really appreciate you coming and watching this video. I could learn from what you're saying and what you want, and I'd appreciate you if you can subscribe and make some comments. The first pointer I'm going to talk about buying a house in today's market, which is September 2022, is that usually people or buyers like yourself or any other buyers will look for a certain home in a certain area, and that restricts your finding a home, especially in this market when there is still multiple bids. A lot of buyers like yourself buying to avoid paying high rents, taking advantage of them before going higher. So there's other buyers out there. So if you cannot find a home in your area, expand your area. I'll give an example. As of today, September 13th, 2022, I looked in Anaheim Hills and there were 56 single family homes for sale priced under $2 million. And I'm just taking a number to give an example. So in other words, you have 56 homes to choose from. Of course, some will have a pool and some will have association fees. Some will not have a view, and you may have some features and that you want. So that'll reduce your number of homes that you can actually see. But if you can expand your area, let's say you go to Yorba Linda plus Anaheim Hills, and I'm talking about Anaheim Hills because I'm from Anaheim Hills, California in Orange County. If you add Yorba Linda, then you are adding another total of 114 homes compared to 54 homes. And if you add Orange, which is the neighboring city on the left side of Anaheim Hills, Yorba Linda is the neighboring city on the right side, then you are over 200 homes for sale in the 3 cities compared to 54 homes for sale under $2 million. So by expanding your area, you expand and increase the chances of you finding the right home at the right price at the right location. So one of the things you can do is expand your search area and your search criteria. What is the second thing you can do to make your search easier and streamline it, and you can find your house faster? The second thing you can do is explore all the financing options. Explore your alternative financing. Traditionally, when you're looking for a home, you are looking for a conventional loan at a 5% down or a 10% down. But remember, there are also government loans. If you're a VA, you can find a VA loan, which is that you can buy a home at 0% down. If you're having a hard time qualifying for a loan because the rates went up, the prices went up, so you're very tight on qualifying, maybe you want to go with an FHA loan, which has easier qualifying ratios, so you can qualify. Of course, you may pay a higher rate, but at least you can qualify, which is the FHA loan, which is the Federal Housing Authority loan, a government loan. And the other benefit of an FHA loan is that you can get away with just about 3.5% down payment versus a 5% or a 10% or a 20% down payment loan. And there are other options, what we call creative financing. If you cannot qualify for a 30-year loan, for example, a lot of the banks now, because the market is getting tighter and slower and the prices have gotten higher, and a lot of the buyers cannot qualify for the house that they wanted. In other words, because the affordability index is getting lower and lower, less people can afford to buy a house, especially in California. The banks, for example, New Res just came up with a loan. It's a 40-year mortgage. So instead of getting a traditional loan with a 30-year loan, you can get a 40-year loan. What that does is reduces your amount of mortgage payment, which helps you qualify. The other alternative within the New Res and the 40-year loan is that New Res offers 40-year loan with interest-only payments. So I'll give an example. On a $500,000 house, your payment on a 30-year mortgage at 5% may be at $2,500. The same loan at 40 years will be approximately $2,100 a month. And if you get a 40-year loan on a $500,000 house with a 10% down, your mortgage drops to approximately $1,800 a month. Now that's a big difference, $700 a month payment, which is a big difference. So if you were having a hard time qualifying, you could buy that home at interest only rate, and then later on after 2, 3, 4, 5 years, you can refinance it or change to a conventional loan. So that's an advantage. Going to alternative financing, there's also seller financing and other creative financing. One of the other ways that the banks used to offer, if you can remember, if you were in the market or if you had homes in the 2002, 3, 4, 5, banks were offering variable rates. They were offering 1% interest rate for the first year, 2% the second year, 3% the third year, and then it jumped to a fixed rate. So those are all variable financing, which is good if you're in need of those, not good if you want to buy and if you cannot refinance after 4 or 5 years, because it has its disadvantages, but there's more advantage to getting those loans should you need it. So alternative financing and expanding your search gives you an advantage. So let's talk about the third advantage or the third point to make your home buying easy. By the way, before I give you the third point, I wanted you to see if you can watch this video. I did a video a few weeks ago. It talks about the housing market crash, if there's a market crash coming or not, and if you should wait to buy a house or what you should do. So this video may help. Please check it out. So the third point to improve your chances of buying a home and making it easy is to look for grants or gifts and down payment assistance. And let's talk about the grants. A lot of the cities, for example, I know the city of Santa Ana, city of Tustin, city of Anaheim in Orange County, California, they used to have programs. They may not have it right now. Check with your city. A lot of the cities give you grants because the cities want you to buy a home in the city of Anaheim or Santa Ana or any city that you live in. So they will give you grants. Of course, there are restrictions and income limitations, but they want you to buy. I know a while back, 10 years ago or so, city of Anaheim had a grant program for police. If you were a police and if you bought in the city of Anaheim, they gave you down payment assistance. So that was a help for the police force to buy in the city they worked in. So similarly, cities have different programs, so you may want to check it out. The other thing you can do is if you want to buy a house and you cannot come up with the qualification, is you can increase your down payment. So if you were thinking of buying a house with a 5% down payment, you may want to borrow 5% from your friends or family or relatives and make it 10% down so you have a better chance of qualifying. Now the good thing is if you do get a gift from your friends or your parents or your uncle or anybody, the lenders will allow gifts as long as the person giving you the gift writes a letter that they're giving you a gift, then you can buy because now you have a better down payment. And the third thing you can do is look for down payment assistance. Just similarly as there are grants, there are non-profit organizations, there are other organizations, there are cities and counties giving down payment assistance for their residents to buy properties, buy homes, especially owner-occupied. So these are various things you can check out in your area. If you need help, call your local agent. Feel free to call me or comment, and I'll be glad to hook you up with a local agent, as I have a network of all over nation of top agents in your neighborhood. So I can refer you to an agent that can help you find these grants or homes or assist you in your home buying process. Good luck.